guys, it's Emma White back again. Thank you very much guys for the views you made and the subscriber that I have. Although some of you have subscribed, but I know in this video you're going to do that. I'm so happy, I'm glad to be back again. So in this today's video, as you have seen the title, it's something to do with China and the whole journey that I had in China back then and everything that was happening to me in the last 1 year or the last 3 years. So I'm glad to be here and to be talking to you. So today I'm going to be talking about my experience in China, the reason as to why I had to leave Kenya, and why China and not Dubai, why not USA, why not Europe. I know you are attentive and be here because I'll be sharing pictures and small videos of everything that I used to do because I had saved them. So kindly subscribe to my channel now and share with your friends so that we can grow together. I'm so grateful for the step that you took, and I also thank God for giving me the courage to be bold enough to start this channel, because I feel this is what I was made to do and I really like it. I want us to share ideas together. I want us to learn from each other, to entertain one another, to be there for one another. So thank you very much again. I don't want to go out of topic and I don't want to talk much because I know you guys are anticipating what is next. How is China? How is everything back there? So here we begin. First of all, I went to China on 2018, but it was a process. I had the desire to go out back on early 2017. I wanted to go out in another country and learn something new. I tried going to Dubai, and yes, I got a visa to Dubai for 1 month, but it was a risk. So in the process of all that, my parents had the idea that I could go to China, and I liked the idea because chances are minimal for you to go to China, and I felt it could be adventurous because less is known about China. And it's true, less is known about China because Chinese people do not disclose everything to the world. They are just reserved people. They live their life their own way. So in China, there's a communist government, and in Kenya, we have a democratic government. But as for me, according to how I saw it, I like their way of doing things, and that's the reason as to why they are that far. Ndio maana wame advance more unlike us. Bado tuko nyuma. Our government is not stable because there's poor governance, and I don't know how to say this. I don't want to talk about politics. I want to stick to the point. I know one day we are going to discuss about this, and you guys, you are here with me. So right now I'm going to talk of how my journey was. My journey and trip to China was, I think it was 14 hours. I had one flight to Dubai and I had to pick the next flight to China. And it was the most interesting thing, although there were small challenges here and there. Those are the things that you learn in life. Yeah. Ndio maana tunamwaa kwa Kiswahili, kwenda kwingi kuna mengi. Au ni wahenga walisema hivyo. So when I go to China, there were small challenges here and there, like adapting to a new environment because it's different. But one thing I would like you guys to know, that country is massive. Those people have worked on their country. I wish as Kenyans we can do that. It's not that they are so smart. They just began and made a choice that we are going to make our country great, and that's why China is great. That's why our politicians, let me say that, African politicians, they flock in China to take loans, and it's dangerous. We can come up as Africans and make our rules and set rules, and our country and our continent will be great. That's all has happened to those outside countries, the first world countries like the US, China, Europe, and all that. Those people had to come together and make a choice. They had to work smart for their country. They had to love their people and our humanity mbele. In our countries, we don't have humanity. Oh God. I said I'm not going to talk of politics, and that's what I'm doing. So right now, let's go back to the point. So when I go to China, first of all, I was going to China to see green pastures. So unajua, people do that here in Africa. This time I'm not talking more of Kenya, because when I went to China, I wasn't just meeting with Kenyans. I was meeting with fellow Africans like me. I only met with Kenyans maybe when I was leaving. So there are so many things that happened to me in China. So I'm going to be making like 2 videos about China and my journey and everything that happened to me there, including even the worst thing that happened to me. But that I'm not going to say it in this video. For now, we are just going to discuss the small things, how I was doing things. What made me go there is greener pastures, like I said, and the only job I could do is teaching young kindergarten kids. And as you know, niko na kakizungu kidogo. I'm privileged that English was introduced to us earlier, unlike maybe other countries like China or Russia, where those people just embrace their own cultures and that. And I've realized for us Kenyans and some other African countries, we lost our cultures and all that, our own languages. We don't embrace them. So for some people, they are so attached to their own, like the Chinese people. So today I'm just going to say step by step what happened. The first days were very difficult for me because I had to adapt to so many things. I had to learn a lot of things at once. I have to learn how to, I don't know, how to use chopstick. The first thing, because I know people question so much about using chopsticks. To learn about their food and all that, and to learn how to use their apps, because everything there is technology. You can just go there and get lost. You can't just go there if you are naive, if you don't like learning new things there run so fast. And that's what made me conclude this. That's why they're in the first world. Here we drag everything. Hapa kila kitu ni pole pole. There, when you go to an interview and you are late with only 3 minutes, chances are you are going to lose that vacance. How about here? People get late and all that, but we are Africans at the end. Maybe that's something special about us. So I was a teacher, and the first time it wasn't easy to get a job because it's a job that I never majored in teaching. I majored in business and information technology. So the first thing I had to learn is how to study kids, is how to handle kids. You have to be so much loving, too much patience, and I really appreciate because I learned a lot from that. I discovered the child self in me. I learned how to sing so many songs. I learned how to dance with kids. I learned how to embrace kids. I learned everything and all that, and it changed me to a better person. It made me become so closer to God, because God says those who have the kingdom of God, they should be like children. So it was also like a ministry, and I think that's where it was part of teaching me, because God was preparing me to start a ministry. Because most of you know I have started a music ministry. So it was God's plan for me to be there. It is not just me. God is intentional. So in China, I think I learned a lot, but still there were difficulties. At times things are not always as they seem, as they say. So I had the first job in July. I remember it was July 22nd. That's when I got a job far from, in a city known as Tianjin. There I had accommodation and all that. The best part is when you get a job, you have everything, accommodation and meals and everything. So that's the good part about China. You don't suffer, and within a period of time you'll have money. So I didn't disclose how I went to China. I went through an agent and I paid a lot of money. That is another thing happening in Kenya. Most agents are using so much, I don't know, are taking advantage of unemployment, and they recharge people too much money that you can even start a small business. Another thing, when you look at starting a small business, you can't do that because the tax is high. So we pray that God, one day things will change. So I'm trying to explain some common things that also happen to most of us here. And again, I don't want to talk too much, and I don't want to take you out of topic. I just want you to stick to Emma Waish in China and the journey and everything. So my first job, like I said, was in Tianjin. I worked there for 6 months. It wasn't that easy at the first time, because at times you get challenged even by the Chinese teachers. They're like, it's like you have never taught and all that, but you have to be bold because you want to get the job. You have to work hard, you have to learn new things, and with time, through God's favor, I was able to manage all that, and I became a good teacher, and I love the kids, and the kids would cheer up, and I would get paid. Yeah. So the second job, it was on 2019. That was a permanent job. I moved from Tianjin, and it was like a promotion. I went to a city called Langfang. Langfang is in Hebei province. There I got the job, and it was not just young kids, there were bigger kids. I also learned one or two things, and that is just a minute. So guys, I had to pause my video for a while, and I would like to tell you something. I'm really struggling when it comes to recording, and you see, I bought this, but it's still not compatible with my device, because right now I'm using my phone to record videos. They say a journey, I don't know what, it starts with steps, baby steps. So I know in future we are never going to struggle about voice. So like I said, in China I had the privilege to venture, but to move to so many cities, because that time my 6-month visa was okay, but after some time I had some challenges of visa. We are going to discuss that on the next video. So I used to teach kids, and it was the best part of me. I used to go to park, ninapigwa tu picha tu na wa China. That's their character. Wakiona you are African and whatever, unapigwa picha hata bila kujua. In inside trains. Another thing, it was so difficult. Like if you get lost, you can't ask somebody directions, because those people, they don't speak English. Most people have not embraced English in there. One may embrace Chinese, so you have to learn a little Chinese to do things. Another thing, the phone I was using, I could not use it in China because nini yake ilikuwa too small storage, and in there you have to install WeChat. They don't use WhatsApp sana. They use WeChat. It's their own WhatsApp, because they also make a transaction through the WeChat. So I had to do several changes. So as for today's video, I wouldn't like to talk so much. I wouldn't like to take more of your time. I would like you to enjoy the pictures of everything that I used to do there, and how I used to interact with people, friends, and the kids, because they are the main thing that they are the main characters I used to, I don't know, to interact with, because my job was a kindergarten teacher. Although there are times I taught bigger kids, but I majored sana with kindergarten. So enjoy the views of the picture, and I know you're going to be happy. And see you in our next video. Please subscribe to emmawashkenya.com. Subscribe to Emma Wash, the music channel also, because we are also going to make more music. We are going to, through the help of God, we are going to do ministry. We are going to interact and learn from one another, because that's what you are made for. You are made for me. I was made for you. That's why we are told, love your neighbor as you love yourself. Because if you do something that I cannot do, I'm going to benefit. If I entertain you, you are going to laugh, you are going to be inspired, and you have more days to live. So we were meant to be there for one another, and that's why I'm asking you, support me and I'll support you tomorrow. So have a good time, enjoy the pictures and everything, and see you in our next video. Thank you very much. May God bless you and have a good time with your family. Bye.